Doodle-doodle-doo. Heroes in a Half Shell. This is Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist for Sega Genesis we'll be playing. So I just did a video about this for James and Mike Mondays. We did a little Turtles in Time slash, and I have that too actually, Turtles in Time slash Hyperstone Heist conversation. And it's an interesting topic because there's a lot to say, and I felt like I didn't really. When we record for those episodes, we only have so long, but I felt like there was more to say about it. So I'd like to talk more about it during the stream. But so yeah, we did a Turtles in Time Hyperstone Heist video. Is what we did. What's up, Broom Hatter? Thanks for coming in, Brisby. You got your purple flames going. Hey, Kremet. What's up? Real Frog. Real Earl Dog. Kremet Frog. Sapphire. You're the only one in here not subbed. What's up, Retro Chambers? Alright, more TMNT, says Turbo Box. Hey, New Bowler. New Bowler. Thank you, Zombie Clone Live, for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Mike, you're really into TMNT lately. Aren't I always into TMNT? I guess not always. I guess sometimes I'm not. But I've always loved Ninja Turtles. It was one of my favorite things as a kid, and I still love it to this day. Because, I'm a man baby. Because I like things. If you want to not be a man baby, you should have no interest and not like anything. Be sure to do that. Thank you very much, Duo, for gifting us up to Sapphire. And thank you, Rock You Man, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Do I wear glasses or contacts? No, I do not. Christian AVS. One thing I have is extremely good vision. I'll give myself that. So I don't, but someday I'll probably need to get glasses or something, but my eyesight is really good. I have a terrible sense of smell, I can tell you that, but my vision is really very, very good. Hey, FC Den Hag, what's up? Thanks for coming in. He's from the Netherlands. John the Retro King says, saw the new James on Mike Mondays. Looks like they're similar apart from background. It seems like the same game. No. There's a lot of differences here. This is why I wanted to do this. Now, we already did a video about it, which you guys might have already seen. But the reason I'm doing this is because I think I have more things to say. And also, I didn't finish the game when we were playing. So I want to do that. Hopefully. We'll see if I can. Alright, so where's this controller? Let's get this going. What's up, Crim3? EMS asks, this was released for Sega, right? Yeah, this is Sega. Okay, so listen. So this is the game we're going to play right now. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist. First of all, I want to say that look at the art on this. Look how good this art is. I think the art's awesome on the cover. I really like that cover. I mean, there's one thing we didn't talk about in the video is how cool the cover art is. And let's look at this. Look at this. This is some of the best cover art ever. I wish they would take just this, the picture. I mean, get rid of this and get rid of this. Just the actual art and sell that as high quality prints. I don't know if people do that at conventions or anything, but that's some of the best Super Nintendo art right there. And I didn't really realize how much I actually really like the art on this one, too. Like, they both have awesome art. So they did a great job on that, so I just wanted to mention that. So I did grow up with the Super Nintendo version of the game and played it a lot, played it all the time. Played it in the arcade, loved the arcade. I always liked the arcade version better, actually, than the Super Nintendo one because of the music and stuff like that. But I played the Super Nintendo one a lot growing up. So I didn't really get a chance much to play the Hyperstone Heist. So the most I had played it was on our video we did the other day, and but now I want to really delve into it more now that because when I stream I have like unlimited time, where when we do that I do not, so it's harder for me to really get a good sense of let me go back to the game here. Harder for me to get like a really good sense of the games, you know. Did I stream Dead Space 2? No, I have not gotten to that yet. I did all of Dead Space 1 though, and I absolutely loved it. Fantastic game. Ultra Minimalist says, I thought you hated this, Mike. No, I don't hate it. I think I like Turtles in Time better, but I don't hate this at all. I wanted to play it and play more of it, so that's why we're doing this. Is Konami doing TMNT slot machines these days? I know that they do. There's a Castlevania like pachinko machine, pachinko TMNT. I don't know about pachinko TMNT, but I know there's a Castlevania one. You seem very frustrated with the game in the video. No. I mean, there's a few things. I think it's a shame that the throw towards the screen is not there, and I was just making observations really that they recycle bosses more, kind of like in like Mega Man or Gradius. But I wanted to talk about that, and we'll talk about that because that I was comparing Hyperstone Heist boss rush to I was comparing the bosses in Hyperstone Heist to Turtles in Time, where Turtles in Time all the bosses are different bosses, and in this game they recycle bosses a lot with a boss rush, or better term for that is probably a gauntlet. Either way though, so with Mega Man, you like, how do I say this? You go through the game, you get like Metal Blade or Crash, Bomb or whatever. You get all the different Woodman, and you get all these abilities, right? And then you fight the boss, and then you get the ability. Then again at the end of the game in Mega Man, you can use all those abilities and try to use all those abilities at once. When you fight in the boss rush or the gauntlet or whatever you want to call it, where you have to fight them all back to back. And I think the way Mega Man does it, it's kind of like all those abilities that you acquired, you get the chance to use them all kind of back to back, and I think that's cool. Where in this game, when you do the boss rush, it's literally just they change the colors, which that's not as interesting a way to do that. So I think that's why I more like how they do the boss rush in a Mega Man game as opposed to this, where it's just like, okay, in this game you fight like Rocksteady, right? And then later on you fight Rocksteady, but he's like pink. It's like, okay, well, it's like you're just doing the same thing again. Where like in Mega Man, let's say, you fight who's a good example, like Airman, I guess. The first time you beat Airman, maybe you're just using your pistol or whatever, and then you get like the wood, and then you fight them. But then later on, when you have to fight them all together, you have to remember, this guy used this, this guy used this. It's more like how do I say it? It's more of like a learning experience, I guess, where this doesn't seem to have anything. However, so this is what I want to do though, and this is why I'm playing this. That was my experience playing this. Whatever, when we recorded that, like, but I want to give this game another shot though, because I want to see how true that is. So what I want to find out here is with the bosses, like, let's say, again, I'm just going to use the example of Rocksteady. If I go to Rocksteady the first time, I want to really take note of what he does the second time you fight him. Like, is he any harder? Does he do anything different? See, I think what would be cool is if, like, let's say the first time you fight him, he just has a gun or something, and he's like shooting you. Okay, but then if you fight him a second time, like later in the game, maybe then he has like grenades that he throws, and he has a different pattern, and he's jumping around or stuff. Like, I feel like if you're gonna, there should be like a little more to it. And maybe there is, and that's why we're doing this. I want to find out and see. Thank you, Ninja Turtle 1121 for the tier 1 sub, and Big Slim 777 for subbing with Twitch Prime. The throwing isn't on this version because SNES did that with Mode 7. Yeah. Right. Well, that's one thing that I think was better about the Super Nintendo version. But like I said, I wanted to give this more of a chance. So we're gonna do that now. Nah, man, he's playing legit as always. Am I playing on an emulator? Okay. So actually, I do have the game. And it is a real copy of the game. I'll show it to you. But as you can see, it's in here because there's something wrong with it. I could try it again, but I tried to get it working, and it's not working. So I think there's something fucked up with it. And I tried cleaning it and everything. I think the cart is fucked up. And I have another game that's like that. Mega Bomberman. My copy of Mega Bomberman is fucked up. But I bought another one, actually. So actually, I have 2 copies of that. So I might have a working version of that. But my Hyperstone Heist is fucked up. So I am actually using the EverDrive right now to do this. So if I had the option, if I had another copy of this that worked, I would use the cartridge just because I like to. I'm a collector. I've been talking about how much I love the art and having the packaging and all that stuff, and but I don't have anything against that emulation or anything, as you guys know. Thank you, Guatemalan Meat Wallet, for subbing with Twitch Prime. That Chex Quest got a new version. Yeah, we were talking about that last night in my stream last night. The Chex thing. There's a new one. But I got the original game for the AVGN video. I have the original CD or whatever. All right. Anyhow, that's enough of an intro here. We got people in here. We're gonna start the game. This is TMNT Hyperstone Heist. Now, in our video we were kind of crapping on Leonardo. I should go through this and talk about just the characters real quick. So, my favorite turtle was Raphael. I like his attitude. He's kind of like, he's rude, he's kind of nasty. But you know what I like about him? He'll tell you to your face. He's not a fucking phony. He will tell you to your face what he thinks. And at least he's honest. And I like that about him. If he thinks you're an asshole, he'll tell you. He'll be like, you're an asshole. So I like that. Where I don't think Leonardo would do that. Leonardo might not like you, but he probably would not say that. He seems more of like a gentleman, kind of. But is he really a gentleman? Because he's kind of like, you know, he'll talk about you behind your back. You know? I think Leonardo would talk about you behind your back, where Raphael will just tell you straight to your face that you're an asshole. And personally, I like that about people when they tell you flat out, hey, fuck you. It's like, all right, at least you said, you know, at least you told me the truth. Leonardo is a career diplomat. There you go. So Michelangelo. Let's talk about Michelangelo. He's kind of a dumbass, but he's lovable. He's you know, he's the dude. He's just like, he's the bro dude. Yeah, bro. He's like the surfer dude. He's whatever. He's fine. I probably wouldn't want to be stuck in a room with him for more than 10 minutes though, because how, like, oh, pizza, dude. That's basically Michelangelo, and it's like, that's funny for a few minutes, and then it's like, I gotta go. So I probably would least want to hang out with Michelangelo. I'd want to hang out with him for like 10 minutes, and then I'd be out. That's what I actually think about Michelangelo. So he actually might be my least favorite, come to think of it, though. Although I will say I like the nunchucks and I like the character design and everything, but as far as his personality, I don't want to hang out with Michelangelo. I probably also don't want to hang out with Raph, because he's probably a hardcore like dickhead. He's kind of like me. Raphael is basically me. You don't want to be around him for very long because he's nasty. He's a complete asshole. Donatello seems like a good guy. He's smart. Like, if you need your computer fixed or whatever, he'll be there. He's always there to help. I feel like Donatello is the most approachable, like, nicest guy that you'd want to talk to. He's not an asshole, and he's not an idiot. You know? And he's nice. He seems to be the personality, really, that if you're going to hang out with if I was going to hang out with any Ninja Turtle, it would be probably Donatello. Leonardo's fine, but I don't know what the fuck I would talk to him about. Be like, yo, so polishing those katanas, huh? I bet you like to polish your katana. Alright, anyhow, so all that said, we are gonna go with, I'm gonna go with Leonardo, because he was, because we were shitting on him. Who do I think orders the most interesting pizzas? I think Michelangelo probably orders the grossest pizzas, but I don't know about... I don't know. You need to see if we played Injustice. DJ Place, we did Injustice on Mike and Tony Tuesdays. Turtles, I dare you to challenge me. Quark drank a gallon of Gatorade after that marathon. I bet he needed it. Alright. Alright, here we go. So, let's talk about this. So, I didn't know really about the run. So, the way it works is you hold down B, and he's got the run. And I wasn't doing that in my playthrough with James, because I didn't realize. Like I said, I didn't grow up with this. But you can run, and one of my favorite things that you can do in Turtles in Time, you can do in this. So look at this, like that shit, you know, where you can run and bash into people. So this has that, which is good. But it doesn't have that screen throw, which is not good. Because the screen throw is cool, you know. But now Tatsu from the movie is in this game. which is really cool. So, I mean, Turtles in Time doesn't have Tatsu. You know, so that's cool. But I do think it's probably, I mean, we'll see by the end of this, but I do think it's more like an interesting, like, there's more interesting shit going on in Turtles in Time because they're traveling through time, and, you know, at one point you're, you know, on a pirate ship, next thing you're, you know, prehistoric times, then you're in the future, where this is kind of like, you're in the sewer, you're on the streets, you're back in the sewer, you're in the woods, you're in a cave. It's very, like, basic, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, probably not quite as interesting. So somebody could confuse that with that I don't like the game. It's not that I don't like the game. It's just what I'm saying is it's not quite as interesting. Not that I don't like it. You know? If you want to talk about something I don't like, we can talk about Contra Hardcore, or we can talk about Superman 64, or we can talk about Bart's Nightmare. I can talk a lot about games that I don't like, actually. Believe it or not, I bet you guys wouldn't believe that I can talk about games that I don't like. So this is not one of them. This is a cool game. Did I mean Rogue Core? Oh, what did I say? Did I say hardcore? I did not mean hardcore. Sorry. Contra Hardcore. If I said hardcore, that's a major mistake. I meant to say the new one, Rogue Core. Sorry. You said hardcore, the Genesis one? Sorry. I got the name mixed up. I love the Sega Genesis Contra. I actually like the Sega Genesis Contra more than I like the Super Nintendo one. But that's another occasion, like, I like both of them. So the Super Nintendo, we could do the same fucking video for that, honestly. That would probably be the reverse, though. I like the Genesis version of Contra better than I like the Super Nintendo version. And I like the Super Nintendo. I like Turtles in Time, I think, a little better than this one. But I like both of them. I like all these games. So, you like Hardcore better than Contra 3, even though it's a good game? What's my favorite piece of memorabilia that I own? I have like a crazy collection of Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck comic books from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So probably my like Dell and Gold Key comics. Probably that, to be completely honest with you. But other than that, I mean, probably, I don't know, like my video games. I mean, and I have a lot of like action figures too. They're all like packed away and shit, but I mean, I have some sitting around. Actually, I got one sitting over here. I keep this one out because this is my favorite design of. This is my favorite of the Transformers toys. Here, I'll show this real quick. But I have all my Transformers like packed away. But I like this guy. I think he's cool. So I keep him sitting there. But most of all that shit's all packed away somewhere. Thank you, Chris1982. And Snowhawk JW for the tier 2 sub. I appreciate that. Tier 2, wow, you're doing a tier 2 sub for 26 months. Snowhawk NJW, thank you very much for that. Thank you. You had an Ultra Magnus Transformer your friend gave you? Will Bart's Nightmare be a future AVGN episode? Maybe. It could be. You know, we did the James and Mike Monday thing on it. So I don't know about that. There's other shitty Simpsons games though, so I mean there probably will end up being more Simpsons shit eventually. So maybe, possibly. That's not on the schedule though for AVGN, but maybe eventually, someday it could be. Shit. I was just saying last night, I got all the games for the rest of the year for AVGN, so that's all. Well, for the most part. Pizza time! That sounds a lot different. He streams Pizza Power. Thank you for the raid, 8 Rooney. Thanks again, Snowhawk. G1 is the best. Yeah, I love G1 Transformers. So, like I was saying, so since I didn't grow up with this one, if you guys notice as I'm playing, if there's any moves that I'm not doing, like let me know, because I do want to try out like all the different moves. Because I did read something about that. There's a lot of moves, but I mean like, but I don't really know, so. So let me know if you happen to notice that I'm not doing something. Dash then AB. You mean, so like that? The flip? See, I have, just so you know, I have B on dash. So would that be dashing and then hit A and C? I don't even know how I can do that. So dash, then A and C. I think you're saying. Let's see if I can even do that. Oh, like that. That's gonna be hard to do with this control layout that I have going here. See, I like having this dash on B, but then doing that move is gonna be hard. See if I can. There, like that. Okay. It's like I'm having to do like this shit, like that, to be able to do that. Here. I guess somebody has to be there for me to actually do that. That's gonna be hard to do. Alright, that's coming off the screen. That's why the button layout is better if you have it like with the 4 buttons. I do, so, and then the other thing is I have a 6-button Genesis controller. I don't know how that would work exactly with this, but I don't like the thing about the 6-button Genesis controller is like I like that it has 6 buttons, but I don't like the controller. If that makes sense. Like this is the one that has like the D-pad that I like, and the 6-button controller actually, which I have sitting here, is like, I find the 6-button controller not as comfortable as this. I mean, first of all, look at the shape of the 2 controllers. They're completely different. And it has a different, it has like a different like texture to it. It's just a totally different thing. So I actually like, when I can, I like using the 3-button controller, actually, just because I'm particular. with what I like, I guess. So I kind of, I don't know. It's like I can't get anything perfect, I guess, the way I want it. CDI has the best controller? Sure, yeah. Don't die. So he's just throwing knives. Let's pay attention to the Leatherhead. So for when he comes, like, he bounces around and he throws knives. Somebody remember that. And then he does that like charge thing. I want to know if he does anything different the next time. Should write down all the things he's doing. Somebody that's in here, keep note of all the things he's doing, because I want to know the second time I fight him if he's going to do other shit. Or I guess I could look at the video recording later, actually. That's probably the best way to do this. But I'd like to be able to determine and talk about it on stream, though. And that's the thing about it. It's like, even if it does like one little thing different, it's like it should be enough that you can remember it, you know? See, I would, like, the second time you fight Leatherhead, if you're gonna fight the same character twice, I would have him do something, like, drastically different. Like, I don't know, give him a fucking chainsaw or something, like something like memorable. It looks like the same exact fight as Turtles in Time, but it just has more room. Chainsaw is your answer to everything, Mike? It is. It is my answer to everything. I mean, I was Leatherface after all. Remember that? Whatever the fuck I was doing. That was really fun. Actually, people asked me, like, my favorite AVGN character. Honestly, I never really think about it, but now that I really am thinking about it, I've never, because I'm always like, oh yeah, Bugs Bunny or the Joker or whatever. Actually, the Leatherface thing was actually really, really fun to do. Because did I ever tell you guys the story of? Oh my God, hang on. Well, I can play and tell the story. So it's really funny. I probably told this before, but so we were recording that. And at the end of I'm talking about the AVGN episode, by the way, is what I'm talking about. We did an outside scene where Leatherface is chasing the nerd with a chainsaw, right? And so we did that like in a neighborhood, and it was not too far away from like houses. And so I'm like chasing James with the chainsaw, and we're going around, and I was like, is this gonna have audio or is this not gonna have audio? And I think he didn't know at the time yet. I think, you know, he's like, oh, I'm not sure if it's gonna have audio or not, so I guess like make sound or whatever. So anyway, so I'm going after him, and I'm like, or whatever, doing all this like Leatherface kind of like noises and shit with the fucking chainsaw, and I have the mask on, and I have the whole thing, and then I'm standing there, and then he's filming me at one part, and then I have the chainsaw in the air, and I'm like, for like a while, to get like different takes, and at one point I put the chainsaw down and I like look over and you can see like through like trees there's like a house and there's like a little kid outside standing there like watching, and we were like, oh my god, because you know that this little kid probably never saw or doesn't even know what Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, you know? So they see this fucking, you know, with fucking what's it like, you know, skin mask and a fucking like butcher suit, and the thing probably has no idea that it's just some assholes like filming something for a stupid, you know, video. Oh my god. So that was funny, but yeah, but then we did a thing where we did like a split screen, like we did a split screen thing where I was Chop Top and then I'm Leatherface, right? And the Chop Top thing was whatever, but when I'm like Leatherface is just like like all this kind of shit, and it was just, I don't know, that was fun. I liked doing the Leatherface thing. I don't really I guess what I'm saying, I don't really care for acting, but I don't consider that acting. I consider that just acting like an asshole. It's acting like a fucking asshole is what it is. So I did enjoy that because I am an asshole through and through, clearly. So that was fun. I did like that. But I don't really I don't like remembering dialogue and doing all that. I'm also really bad at it, so I don't really like to do acting shit. So I try not to as often as possible. I try to not act as much as I possibly can. If I can get out of it, I'm very happy to get out of it. So, was it a real chainsaw? It was a real chainsaw. It was James' chainsaw. He still has that chainsaw. Pretty sure. He has my katana too. Speaking of katanas. Big Leonardo. There's my fucking katana. I don't care. I swear, I don't even care. Come on, foot soldier. So this is similar to Turtles in Time with the pirate ship. Now this is just like a whatever regular ship, but these same boards like pop up like Turtles in Time. So I mean that's similar yet different. That's right, Brisby. Turtle games were great in the arcade. You played them a bit? Yeah. So I did a stream of a long time ago of the regular Turtles 2 arcade game. I don't know if I've done a stream of the Turtles in Time arcade. I might have. I don't know. I've done a lot of stuff though. I probably have. I feel like I've done everything. There's so many characters in the TMNT universe. It's like a lot of time. I feel like these could have had more like maybe mid bosses or something. So like you have your boss, and then like they could have had like, you know, fight other characters like halfway through the levels or something. Because it really is a lot of fucking foot soldiers. It's like, you know, it's like all you're really doing here. And that goes for Turtles in Time too. That's one thing they could have done to make it a little more interesting. But yeah, Turtles in Time did a better job. They had more you know, bosses and shit. See, there you go. There's some rock warriors. That's good. They have nice purple boots on. Gotta love those. Uh-oh. Let's get this thing, if I can get it. Ah. Nice. Just made that. Do they fill up my energy? No. Get me to a pizza. Let's see if I can pull off this move again. So there's this. It's a little hard to do with the way I have this set up, but... Oh, shit. Boom! Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, there we go. So that's a death. Shell Shock. That's a cool move. I mean, like that. So he'll do the bash like that. Let's see if I can get this to happen again. Damn it. Like that. He'll do the kick. And then sometimes he'll do the slide. That. I do not have this set up the best. What if you like change the controls in the middle of the game? Probably not. Shit. They give you two like layouts, by the way, of controls that you can do. Shit. Whoa. There you go. There, okay, here's Rocksteady. Alright, once again with the bosses, let's keep track of what they do. So that when we fight them again, we'll see if they do anything different. Or not. See how he looks here, though? That's how Rocksteady should look. Not like in the fucking NES game, where he's purple. Sense that makes, I don't know. Who made him purple? The hell? And he looks, by the way, in the arcade game, the Ninja Turtle arcade game, he looks great too. Like they got it right. This is right. This is how he should look. I think it actually looks better in the Turtle arcade game than this, but this is pretty good though. Shit. Thank you, Henge the Great, for the sub. Damn it, come on. Shit. Come on, die. Motherfucker. Don't. Yes, there he is. Ah. Pizza time. Like, what is the hardest part of this game? The hardest part of this game is... I don't know. That I'm not eating pizza during it when it should be. Who do I like more, Bebop or Rocksteady? Can you really have one without the other? I don't know. I think Bebop, actually. I like his like little like R-Type-esque laser gun that he has. I think it's more interesting than Rocksteady's regular machine gun. There you go. There's my answer. It's based on their weapons. At least I gave an answer. I'm going Bebop. Hyperstone Heist. Why haven't I ever heard of this? And it uses Contra sound effects. Does it? Harmless Passerby? Okay, so this is TMNT Hyperstone Heist for the Sega Genesis. It's a very cool game. It's very similar to the Turtles in Time arcade game or Super Nintendo game, but this one does not feature time travel elements at all. It's its own sort of thing. It does not have the Mode 7 graphics, but there's some cool things about it. Like it has Tatsu in it from the movies, which is cool. It's kind of cool. I'm curious to see like later stuff that I haven't seen yet. I don't know if Bebop is in it. These are Roadkill Rodneys, right? You think it was bullshit that Bebop and Rocksteady never got to be the villain in the movie? Well, they did it in the newer movies. Unfortunately, they got Krang and they got Bebop and Rocksteady in the newer movies, but unfortunately, they forgot to make a plot that was good. If only they had done that, that would have helped. So, I mean, that kind of has to come first before getting the characters in there. First, have a good plot. They forgot about that. Can't have it all, I guess. We can't have it all. What is my favorite pizza place? I like mom and pop pizza places, like local pizza places usually. More so than big chain places. So, Michael Bay movies are your guilty pleasures? Well, we all have our guilty pleasures, don't we? To each their own, yeah. Thank you, Chris the Shark, for subbing Tier 1. Hey, I don't mind looking at Megan Fox. Well, there you go. See, we found something good about those movies. There's one good thing. I never thought about that, but yeah, there you go. Has anybody watched the new Ninja Turtles show? Yeah, there's like that one. I see the toys in stores when you're walking around. It's like they have a totally different like style to it. It's like Nickelodeon now or whatever, right? I haven't seen any. I don't know anything about that. That one seems like it's for really, really, really little kids. Where like the original Ninja Turtles was more like, I don't know, maybe be like 12 years old or something. Where I feel like the new one is geared towards like very, very, very young kids. From what I can see, you know. But I mean, I haven't actually watched it, so I don't know. That might not be true. Batman Ninja Turtles was dope. You know, I need to watch that. I still have not watched that. I gotta watch it. Everybody says it's good, so I will watch it. I just have not gotten around to that yet. I will definitely watch that. Shit. So this stage, fucking hell. This stage is taken off of the extra stage in the NES game, I think. Which is kind of neat. There we go. You motherfucker. Alright. I like these little things they put in that you can hit. Kind of reminds me of the parking meters on that one stage with the metal head or whatever. I don't remember that part. I'm doing a lot better now than when I played the other day. Whenever that was, a few weeks ago. It's a lot easier to do this when I can when I'm not holding tons of conversations. It's harder to play video games and have conversations with people at the same time, basically. Here I can just kind of veg out and actually just focus on what I'm doing a little bit more. "2003 was your favorite TMNT series?" Okay, so this is Tatsu. "You must defeat my foot soldiers before you fight me." Okay. Oh, listen to the music, by the way. That's like Shredder in the Technodrome, right? Or whatever. When you're throwing the shit at the screen. I'm pretty sure that's that same music. I think. Or maybe it's like the Rat King or something. I don't know. I really can't hit him first. I guess I have to do these guys first. I can hit him. He's full of shit with his foot soldiers. I don't believe him and his foot soldier business. He's lying to me. How dare he? How dare a villain lie? What the hell is this? The Riddler would never do that shit. His riddles always, you could always trust his riddles. That if you would solve his riddles, he would solve the case. That's what was trustworthy, you know. About the Riddler was a very trustworthy villain, I say. Good luck figuring out his riddles, but if you can. Why would he give him any hint, the Riddler? How about just don't give Batman any hints whatsoever? How about just go commit the crime? And just don't even talk to Batman at all. Just go do the bad thing that you're gonna do. The Riddler's an idiot. Thank you for the sub, Games and Movies. Because he's obsessive with proving his genius. Yeah, but he never proves it, because Batman always disproves it. So he's only, like... He should have done that once. The Gauntlet. There you go. Oh my god, it actually says the Gauntlet. I didn't realize that. So the boss rush things... I call it boss rush, but you could also call it Gauntlet. That's funny. I didn't know it actually said it on screen. These things are from the episode. By the way, these are also in Turtles in Time. So, yeah, I mean, it is very similar, except I think they're purple in that and they're orange in this, I guess. From the Attack of the Pizza Monsters or some shit. I think I used to have a VHS tape with this thing on it. Can't remember what the exact title was, but... Pizza Monsters or something? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now let's watch this. Let's see if he does anything different. So he's purple, or pink, or whatever. Pink and purple, magenta. Maybe he's faster? Maybe. Does he have more life, maybe? So far he's not like doing anything. He's bouncing around, throwing the knives. It's like pretty much the same fucking thing, right? See, so what I would have done here would be I would have him do something different, since this is the second time you're fighting him. Because just changing the color is like, come on, you know? Do something a little more than that. Have him break out a banjo and smash me over the head with it or something. I don't fucking know. I'll guarantee. Drink moonshine. There you go, that's what he should do. Why is he not drinking moonshine? That's what my chat wants to know. There you go. So he did nothing different. I'm gonna catch up with my chat real quick. Have I ever played TMNT Mutant Melee? Which one was that? Let's see if I have or not. ...2005. No, I don't think I have played that one. That was on Xbox, it looks like. Also looks like it based off of the, that series of that time. There was a lot of games from that series, huh? I was showing him yesterday. I have a bunch of them on GameCube. Thank you, Cavity King, for the tier 1 sub. So no, I have not played the Mutant Melee one. I would try it sometime though. Attack of the Killer Pizzas or something? Yeah. You're calling it now. NECA's gonna make the Pizza Monster action figures soon. Maybe. They do all kinds of cool Ninja Turtle stuff. They could have had him in the water to change it up. There you go. That's a good idea. They should have done water mechanics added. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of, like in Bucky O'Hare on NES. Remember the one with where the water like raises? Isn't that guy an alligator too or something? You know? And I don't know. Have like, yeah, there's a million ideas that they could have done. Just anything, like have them throw an additional like grenade or something, like just like something, you know. I'm not even asking for like that much. Have it just one other little thing. Put the F-Zero skeleton dick car into the top 10 boners. Well, see, I missed the boat there. What's up, Nicky Fogg? Cowabunga. Xbox, GameCube, PC. Is there a Konami code in this game? I have no idea. Somebody in the chat will have to answer that one. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so now here's yellow Rocksteady. Yeah, so did he do that before? Is that new, or does he do that the first time? That might be new, actually. I don't think he did that before. That's exactly what I'm asking for, if that's true. See, now I want to know if he fucking does that the first time. Wait, Coffee Makito says he did do that. Did he do that the first time? Does anybody know if he did that the first time? Now, Shane668 says that it's new. Hope Smear says he did before. Okay, everybody's saying two different things now. Somebody check on that for sure and tell me. Like, somebody go find out for sure, because everybody is saying... Some people are saying that he did throw them before, and some people are saying that it's brand new. So we have a question now. Does Rocksteady throw the grenades the first time you fight him? Because if it is new, then that's exactly, then that's cool. Then that's what I was looking for. But I'm not totally sure. Shit. Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, got him. Thank you, Brawler Carnage, for the tier 1 sub. So Super Jeff says, Mike, I played this game. I did not like this game. I prefer Turtles in Time over. Okay. The bosses in this game change color because they're from other... Oh, gee, okay. Gauntlet bosses are a bit faster. There's a Game Genie code where you don't use life doing the special move. Hey, thank you, Classic Quarter Gaming. Thank you, Classic Quarter Gaming, for that. I appreciate that. And Nero as well. We got lots of subs and stuff coming in right now, so I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Skeetle Juice says, I have to respect your tenacity after just watching the Turtles video with you and games where you quit this piece of shit in disgust. See, Is that how I came off with that? Because that's not how I feel about it. I don't dislike this game. I like Turtles in Time better, I think. But I don't dislike this. I mean, it's like, what do you want? Like, okay, so Turtles 2, the arcade game, it's basically the same kind of shit, and I like that game. It's like you're fighting lots of foot soldiers, and yeah, it gets repetitive. But I mean, like, I loved these games as a kid, you know. Now when I was a kid, when this game came out, I don't know what year it was. Actually, what year was this game? This was 91. So I would have been 11 years old. If I would have had this back then, I would have loved this game back then. You know? I would have wanted to play this, and I would have wanted to play both of them, honestly. I'd be like, what? There's a different version? And I guess that's what they were, doing. Somebody had left a really good comment that said something like Nintendo had Sega by the balls, or Nintendo had Konami by the balls or whatever, so they couldn't like make more shit. So that's why they, made a different version. This guy's kicking my ass right now. Damn. Come on. There you go. I guess that's the end of the gauntlet. Mutant Melee was the last TMNT game by Konami. Oh. Can I play Retropalooza again? Rescue Palooza? Maybe. Oh yeah, that's right, Baxter Stockman. Shit, now I gotta beat him. Damn it. Fuck. I do not want to do this part over again. This is probably why I stopped before, huh? I need to... Oh, man. Get these fucking things out of here. This part's actually kind of hard to do. You can't let those fucking Mousers go wild. Come on. Fuck you. Yes! That's gotta be the end of the gauntlet. Come on. My dear Mousers have been beaten! Watch him turn into the fly. The gauntlet clear. Alright. So how long is this game? Thank you so much, Zelda's Cooch, for subbing for 24 months. Here you go. There's the Technodrome. Are they going to jump in? Jump into it. Jump into it. Oh, look at this! That looks awesome. That's a cool fucking looking shredder right there. I like that. The final shell shock. Okay, so this is probably it then, huh? Oh wait, no, I made it to this. I totally made it to this. So I did that in the video, actually. I just stopped. Gee, I forgot about that. I must have... See, we get into conversations when we're talking. I don't even remember seeing that shredder before. See, and that's exactly why I'm doing a stream of this, because I'm like, I'll probably notice other things if I play it again. And I totally don't even remember seeing that shredder before. And I'm gonna die and have to continue with that, probably, but that's alright. Should just let him kill me. And this, so this is the Technodrome. Man, yeah, I totally missed that, I think, because... What the fuck? Because I think I was saying to James when we did that, I was like, oh, they should have had a cutscene beforehand. I don't know, what the fuck? We must have been talking about something and I missed it or something. So, yeah, so that's good that they have that. And it's really cool, too, like the way they do it. I hate these fucking shits. If I get an extra life, maybe I can make it. Probably not. So this, I guess we'll see if Krang is at the end of this level. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it now. I should just let these guys kill me, really, but I'll see if I can make it. And then I'll use the continue. I'm assuming you get continues. I don't know. I hope. I would imagine. It'd give you at least one. Because what this one reminds me of is in Turtles in Time, the one where you fight Krang, not Neon Knight Riders where you fight his body, but where you fight him in UFO form. The Technodrome here looks like the UFO that you go into, which is weird, you know? Because the Technodrome isn't a UFO. I mean... I don't know. I guess it's like I don't know, advanced technology. Like, I don't even know. It's the fucking Technodrome. I don't even know, like a way to describe it. It's just a giant place with advanced technology and evil, awful beings and weird shit and mutagen, and it's like a giant driving tank from another dimension with a giant eyeball on top. The Technodrome is crazy. Basically. That's one hell of strong glass. Oh yeah, down there. Because I'm like smashing shit into it and it's not breaking. I got an extra life too. Kicking Major Shell. If NECA were to make an in-scale Technodrome, would you buy it? In scale, like, to real life? If it was in scale to real life, I would definitely buy it. Fuck. Wait, like one day when you see the Technodrome rolling down the street, you will know who's driving it. Be like, oh shit, there goes Mike Matei. He's probably going to get some coffee. And then like rolling over houses, screaming out the window. Because the Technodrome just has a window. It's like anything else. It's got a little AM/FM radio on that Technodrome. Look at this. So this, and see this in the background? These like almost like skeleton robot. Like I guess they're building foot soldiers back there or something. That's not in anything that I've seen of any Turtles game. That's new for this. You would stream in there for sure. I would love to stream from the Technodrome. Hopefully the Technodrome would have at least one coffee machine in it. I would think it has to have a lot. Think of all the foot soldiers that want coffee all day long. I would think it's just a big, like, lineup. Technodrome by Elon Musk. Still looking for emote requests. Post them in the chat. Oh yeah, so about emotes, I haven't mentioned emotes in a while. So we are closer than we've been in probably like a year to getting a new emote slot. So we're gonna be hopefully putting some new emotes in. So I think we're a little over 100 away. So. Amazing how TNG beat him up. Oh, a TNG, Next Generation beat him up. I mean, they tried to make Picard and Data into like action heroes in the fucking movies, with like Picard, Patrick Stewart going around with his fucking like shirt off and shit or whatever. It's like he's not fucking Rambo. He's Jean-Luc Picard, for Christ's sakes. They started doing that shit. They tried to do that also, the episode Starship Mine, where once in a while they try to turn him into like Mr. Action Hero. He's not a fucking action hero. He's Mr. Diplomat. And that's what he's good at. He's good at like talking his way out of shit. Cuz the thing is, he has the fucking Starship Enterprise. He doesn't need to be some badass fucking Rambo like that. What is Rambo gonna do versus the Starship Enterprise? Nothing. He's getting nothing. They're gonna shoot one fucking phaser beam down, and Rambo's dead. Sorry, Rambo. You can have all your guns in the world. You're not gonna do anything versus the fucking Starship Enterprise. So it's like it's stupid. All right, I'm finally gonna change Turtles now. So let's do some Donatello. Now we get to see this again, which like I said, I totally missed this when I recorded this with James. Look at how awesome this is. I wish I would have been paying attention. I love how that looks. Like that's a cool looking shredder right there, and the way they're doing that effect and everything. Like I think that's awesome. Mr. Roper emote. How about a Shredder emote or something? I don't know. Shredder could be cool, maybe. So, let's see. Oop. Let's see if I can do this. So, there's these moves you can do like that, and like this is the stuff that I wasn't doing before, like these kind of bashes and all that. I just have the controls set not the best. I have the dash on the B, so for me to do those moves, I have to literally do this like this. I'm gonna try to show you. Especially doing it like this is hard, holding it in the air, like. So it's been like really difficult for me to do these moves on this stream. I mean, you can do it, it's a lot easier when I have the controller down normally to do that though. Holding it up in the air and trying to do that is impossible. I like their voices in this. They did a good job on that. I think they're funny. Shit. I don't know if that's taken from the arcade or anything, or if they recorded that directly for the Genesis game. Because I don't recognize those voices when they're like, Pizza Power! I don't recognize that from like Turtles in Time. At least on Super Nintendo. I don't remember if they do that in the arcade game. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. He punched the chair and it worked. I was gonna punch my chair. So saying earlier, my copy of the game is broken. Fuck. Hang on a second. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Fucking, I'm nervous to do that. My copy of the game is broken, so I had the game. This is Hyperstone Heist, and by the way, if you're joining recently, look at the art. The art is so good. But I'm playing on an EverDrive though, because the cartridge I have is broken, and so I need to get another copy of the actual game. So. Thank you, Pavey415 for the host. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so if you are just joining, I am playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist for Sega Genesis. It is similar to Turtles in Time arcade game or Super Nintendo game, but it's something. There's no time travel here. It's more like a standard Turtle episode, I guess. It's kind of cool. There's definitely some cool differences, like some different bosses and things like that, like Tatsu, and we'll see what else coming up. I'm curious to see if Krang is going to be in this. I hope so. Or what's going to be at the end of this. So this is the furthest I've been in the game. I don't think I made it to the boss with this, so we're gonna get there. Shell shocked. Jesus. So I got an extra life there. I'm trying to stay away from these things that freeze me. I don't want to get smushed by all these fucking giant balls. Somebody earlier was asking me what I think the hardest part of the game is. I think the hardest part of the game is probably not getting smushed by the giant balls. It's usually my least favorite part in these turtle games. See? What? See? It's like impossible not to get smushed by the big balls. So there you go. That's my answer to that. I guess I'm not enough of a ninja. This is definitely making me want to order some purple boots, though. I unfortunately do not own a pair of purple boots. God damn it! But after the stream, I'll be ordering some so I can be a badass warrior from Dimension X. Because that's how they dress. We're learning. Oh boy. It almost looked like he was going to throw him at the screen there for a second. He did that shit. Alright. Oh, there is Krang! Oh shit. I'll show you the power of Super Krang. Oh, this shit is like Neon Knight Riders then. So they mixed it up, basically. That's awesome. So now we're officially the furthest I've been, because I haven't seen this before. So yeah, he looks like he does in Turtles in Time on the Neon Knight Riders. So it's the same thing. Shit. Come on. Damn. The hell kind of move is that? Oh, you motherfucker! Oh god. Oh, these fucking things. Oh no! See, that's different too. I thought it was gonna be those little robot guys that go around. It's weird. I feel like I'm in an alternate dimension here. Damn it. Ah. Fuck you, Krang. Yeah, get in there. Get in the portal to Dimension X or whatever. I couldn't stop you. But Shredder will. Thank you, Nintendo Head, for subbing for 21 months. Don's big staff was long enough to avoid the ball smash. Well, that's why you gotta be Donatello. Was he ever super crying on the show? It was not often when he would like. Well, you know what? In the first episode, in the first 5-part episode thing, he puts in like a microchip to where he becomes like a giant Krang. So maybe call that like Super Krang. I don't know. I feel like they did that again too in the. They did like a sort of remake thing with like a television remake thing where they brought back the original Turtles, and I think they might have did that then too. Thank you, Czilla8 for the Twitch Prime sub. Donatello does machine. Raphael is cool but rude. Roadkill Rodneys are fucking rude. That sucks that I didn't get that pizza. That's a fact, Jack! I should have grabbed that pizza. Just trying to prolong it too long. Movie 1 has the best Don. I looked over, I saw somebody talking about Angela Lansbury. What about Angela Lansbury? Krang Krang reminds you of Angela Lansbury. Okay. But it's pretty much the same thing if you think about it. Basically, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any differences between Krang and Angela Lansbury. I don't think so. It's basically the same. I mean, she's usually walking around in her like android like body with her fucking brain in her fucking stomach. Same shit. I mean, same shit. I'm gonna get that. I'm getting it now. Fuck it. Hey, this is a different level. The elevator's going down instead of up. That's right. All right. Oh, looks like we're on the end. Look at this shit. Genesis does. So no Statue of Liberty, basically, is the difference here. Pretty much the same fucking thing. I mean, honestly. It's all about just where to stand. Shredder in the NES game is really easy too. You know, just knock them off the platform, keep hitting them. It's so easy. If you guys didn't see my playthrough of TMNT, RAF only, check that out. If you're new, if you're one of the raiders or whatever, there he goes. All right, let's check out this ending. Hopefully there is an ending of some sort. Let's see. Evil villain Shredder has been defeated. City's been returned to its normal size. Who's really responsible for saving this city? Mike Matei. This has been April O'Neil. You can see Splinter there. Cool. Alright, so now that I've completed the game and played the whole thing and I was using the other moves, so I'm probably going to stick by my opinion that I said in the video that I do like Turtles in Time a little bit better. But I think this is a really good game. You know, it just doesn't have the theming, you know, of you know, all the interesting like time periods. Really, is where Turtles in Time wins out. But they're very similar games, though, for the most part. So I mean, the comparison, it's kind of a silly comparison because they're so similar. I also, now that I played the whole thing, I sort of stand by what I said about the bosses too. They didn't really do much of a lot different. From when you fight them the first time compared to the second time. But I think this is a good game though. If I would have had this when I was a kid, I would have loved it. So it's not a bad game. It's like half the bosses though. It is. That's what I said. I said that Turtles in Time, I think it's better, but Mike's shortest stream ever. Oh, I'm not done. We're not done here.